being where I came from and the position that I was in at the time before habilitat, it was kind of like lights out.
What brought you here?
Some bad choices, that, in a sense.
For much of his life, David Matthews knew only one way to live: behind bars. Locked up for more than 13 years on multiple state and federal charges, including theft and firearms violations. In 2013, he reached a breaking point.
When we went in the last time and I saw the judge, he was saying that, okay, we got a 40-year mandatory coming up.
Facing a long-term return to OCCC, Matthews grasped at a final lifeline: a 2.5-year program at Habilitat.
It's a tough program. In fact, I think we're pretty much known as the toughest program in the state of Hawaii.
How much time?
The first 6 months of treatment are arguably the toughest, mentally.
People like we're like caged animals here, but little do they know, like, we're learning how to become men, how to become women.
Through a gauntlet of seminars and group counseling, residents are taught to process their emotions rather than just lashing out. Habilitat's approach: treat the underlying collection of psychological issues, and the drug addiction will cease to exist.
In a lot of people's cases, they need a little bit more than just plain addiction drug treatment. They needed a life overhaul.
Like most of the counselors here, Jeff Nash speaks from experience. A graduate of the program in 2000, he's now Habilitat's executive director.
But what we found is that when they know that we've sat where they sit, we've felt like they feel, and we've gotten past it, there is no more powerful example.
Recognized as one of the nation's top rehabilitation centers, Habilitat Hawaii possesses a success rate 3 times the national average. And what started out as 8 people living in a home in Kailua has transformed into this property in Kaneohe that houses more than 100 people.
The key is the skills they learn. After that initial 6 months, residents can enroll in vocational programs like culinary arts, computers, business, construction, and carpentry. Outsourced contracts in those trades allow Habilitat to be self-sustaining. It costs $66 a day to house each of its residents, a fraction of the $140 per day it costs per Hawaii prisoner. It also provides a second chance for graduates like Matthews, who now heads Habilitat's construction program. Just a few weeks ago, his crew completed an overhaul on a campus bathhouse.
Would you ever imagine 3-4 years ago that you would have been able to credit yourself for doing something like this?
Yeah, no, not at all. You know, not looking at what we do now, you know, I'm really proud of what I do.
Pride was hard for Matthews to come by a few years ago. Even his closest relationship was failing.
I remember that day I got arrested and I called her from the cell block and she answered. The first thing I asked her is, are you gonna wait for me? That was the very first thing. That I didn't say hi, I didn't see where I was, I just said, are you gonna wait for me? So we was already past that losing point already because they're already gone.
Now he and his fiancée are shopping for a wedding ring, and he's preparing for his son's graduation. Opportunities he say would never have happened if he returned to OCCC instead of Habilitat.
It became a family and a home, and then somewhere where I found a niche in life, made it my own, and here we are today.